If we all stand together, we can do it if we will, if we will, if we will. If we all stand together, we can do it if we will, 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 if we will. Alf's fine deed. The dream, not disability, the long denied ability, the right to life's civility, for this Alf fought to win. His battles spun from empathy, no way to dream, not usefully, nor pick the best time suitably, until we all fought back. And Alf was our normality. He fought for our right constantly, until we gained the right to be, and then we all fought back. He did his deals politically, to bring us on comparably, to live and work successfully, and then we all fought back. Now Alf is gone, our history was changed by him, a victory, that we must guard and jealously, so now we all fight back. There's only our ability, we will not lose mobility, to those whose bland hostility still forces our fight back. Dark outside, still he runs or wanders, looking at lorries, checking the water, the pantry and his shoes, staring at the sky. Influences made of air hold him there, outside, pedestrian avenues and attitudes of condescension. He is a child apart, starry-eyed outside the window, looking in obliquely to find what life he might be dreaming. Is it made of real concretions of air? Despairing sometimes, not certain he is, bravely travelling to find. Not silver-tongued, nor by his attitude uncaring. Some lack of understanding, certainly, he does not read words written, nor every nuance or desire. But trying more, each day he moves along. His worries and his cheers are all the same, education. Fitting in is his intent, when time taken from his life permits the struggle, taking time to gaze. Inside he has his dreams, transposing to reality. He sometimes wonders what is expected, tries to give them his amusement. Set free, he stands gazing at patterns made of moving air, passing through leaves, or runs, a strong sensation of being, moving air passing more awkwardly, or ambles along, his pace keeping imagination moving in currents of air. Sitting down, he, in understanding of certainties, is bound uncertain to the earth. I'm not going to understand this child nor any other, whether studying 1,000 years, intensely picking over thoughts and pinning attitudes to doors. Why should I try to take the right the child inside his head demands, the certainty of self uncluttered by my desperate needs or strong demands? I will never hope to understand completely anyone, no matter who externally they are. In dreams of altitude we spin, in attitudes of understanding. Under the trees again, and out in the rain, he stands in currents of air. They mark his mind, his dreams underlined, to lift them out of despair. There's one way back when he feels the lack of calm and contented will. The leaves and air, contentment is there, let nobody break their spell. They are lifting the weight to communicate. He's working on words of need. 2 decades he's lost, at enormous cost. Is this the time he'll succeed? The loop, replaying words he understands. Single in simplicity. Clouds, leaves, wind, apple, round and round they go. Sometimes calmly, sometimes in ferocity. Single in simplicity, replaying words he understands. The loop. How to break out of the loop is something I wonder about. Its strength is in its circularity, repeating and repeating round, shutting out all living not understood or misunderstood, but in the way. A loop is a comfort, a place of safety from the fear, a place of irritation to those outside his head, a wrongness to their outside mind. Leaves blowing, he begins. Leaves, leaves, leaves. Does he find the words a comfort, or an excitement because he is certain what they mean? Round and irritating all, he tries again, jammy dodger. This new pair of words produces results, jammy rock cakes, just what he fancies. Cup, 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 cup. Pat Zola is a new phase. He matches the action to the words, producing certainty and pleasure. His eyes steady, and he smiles. Threats to a learning disabled, autistic and harmed child. Just one. Social workers invented lies, dismissed the boy's long-caring parent, male and absent, male and aggressive, they wrote, with no sight of fact. Solicitors invented lies, reduced the facts of the caring parent, traduced his name and harmed the boy. They worked at destroying fact. Police were presented with lies. Social work liars blamed caring parent. Police brought back in to safeguard the boy. They started to gather late fact. Kafkas workers invented lies, ignored facts shown by the caring parent, seduced by social work, harmed the boy. They twisted remaining fact. Pediatrician invented lies, drugged without need, ignored the parent, harmed and planned to reharm the boy, twisted the medical fact. Family court accepted lies, wrote off the boy and the caring parent, wasted his strength and harmed the boy. They trashed or presented fact. High Court judge presented with lies and documents sent by the boy's grandparent, read the facts and protected the boy, who was saved by pursuance of fact. Still autistic and harmed by lies, learning disabled but caring parent solves the hurts of the sad harmed boy, and that is the truth of fact. Boy grew up, protected from lies, surrounded in strength by caring parent, coping with memoried sadness of boy, learning again that love is a fact. This happened all to one child. Alf's law was very much needed. To bring the needed changes, he discussed with this one, that, to see, to scope the changes they'd agree were needed. Disabled people and MPs and doctors, nurses, families, to social workers such as these as needed. He struck his deals cross-party too, with those who'd help with what he'd do, tight corners faced to push it through as needed. His law, the first across the world, led on surrounded, round them curled, to lead the way their flag unfurled, was needed. The chronically sick and ill Disabled Persons Act marks still the 1970 work and will, long needed. It led to changed perception then. It moved to more acts later when discrimination raised again, unneeded. was joined by strong equality, the right for all to live and be contented in philosophy, and needed. For 50 years each argument, fought for outside of Parliament, in spite of law, impermanent, has needed to be won. If we all stand together, we can do it if we will, if we will, if we will. If we all stand together, we can do it if we will, 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 if we will. If we all stand together, we can do it if we will, if we will, if we will. If we all stand together, we can do it if we will, 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 if we will. If we all stand together, we can do it if we will, if we will, if we will. If we all stand together, we can do it if we will, 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 if we will.